Are you listening?
Well, hello, everybody. Hello. We're so excited you're here. We're excited you're over there. We're excited that you're everywhere. Thank you for joining the show today. Thank you for being everywhere and here all at the same time. You guys rock.
Now, you rock.
You rock.
You rock.
That's right. Right. You gotta do the belly grunt, right? Like you gotta go, you rock.
Well, if I must, you rock.
Nice.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Hillbilly. Good morning, Kick Dude, to Paul, TC Dude, and Mugen Full. What's up?
Not much.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Not a lot.
Ooh, well, thank you guys for communing your way over here on Friday morning. It's awesome to have this kind of a crowd here in the show, here in the chat. I mean, we already got a few people in chat. We got Rich Dubs. We got Cookie Dude. Hello. It's like he's in two places at once. We got Miss Hillbilly, and more people will join as we go on. So today I picked up a topic I think would be fun because Tortoise secretly reached a goal and is trying to decide what to do with it. And I'm not going to talk about that goal, but some of you can assume what that goal is. And man, we are having a packed day. We are going where no one's boldly gone before. Straight to your ear holes.
Excuse me, sir. Those are my ear holes.
I thought they were mine.
Oh, no.
Oh no, we're infiltrating the system. Oh man, like how many laws were breaking in that move? I'm going into your ear hole. Beep beep.
Beep, beep.
All right, so Hillbilly, how's it going over there? You know,
Pretty good.
pretty good. I know you have a giveaway on the 17th.
Oh, yeah, so we're due.
You hyped up about that?
Oh, yeah, can't wait.
Oh, yeah.
I wish tomorrow was the 17th, to be honest, because I am sick and tired of coming to my office and seeing this daggone box sitting on my desk. Dag-legged. I just want to open it so bad.
It takes some willpower to not do that.
Oh, yeah, it does. I'm like, magic cards. I don't know.
Well, I'm in the running for the prize.
Yeah.
So I got one in what is it? At least 1 in 100 chance to win.
Right.
I don't know how many people has commented. A lot of people have made other comments on it, so it's kind of hard to add up. So,
well, you don't have to add it up. You just gotta push the button and see what happens. Huh?
True.
What happens? James Willis wins 5 times. All right. Hey, Kick Dude, how are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome.
Yeah.
I'm doing awesome. Had a great day yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
See how today goes. I mean, I actually got in the office and put on a record and took care of some stuff that I need to take care of months ago. So I had enough energy to do that. So that's good. So
good.
So I'm starting to do some spring cleaning. What I can do. I can't lift more than 20 pounds, so I got to be careful.
You got to be careful. Your ego's like 18 of those pounds.
Yep.
I know. They're all in my head. So I don't know what I'm going to do this afternoon. chill out, you know.
Hang out,
Chill
be
out.
cool, acting like a tool.
Yeah, you act
That's
like a
right.
tool. So I had a good day. I got my what is it called? My blood results. The results from my blood test, and every one of them is great, better than they were
That's good.
last month. So
That's good.
they're very happy, you know. So and my when I do dialysis, uh, they have a thing that's called KT over V, and that lets the doctors know uh, how successful the dialysis is, and
Mhm.
then they have a base number that it has to be uh, over. And
Right.
so last month it was under what it should have been, uh, and this last blood test I did, it was over the base, so it's very successful. So
Nice.
that's good. But yeah, it's just something I have to put up with, and I got a catheter in my chest and my shoulder.
Hmm.
They're gonna take that out. They're gonna put a catheter in my forearm.
Oh wow.
But so they get they get two veins, and they get a tube, and they find the fattest vein there is, and I have to go in next week for a vein scan. So they scan all your veins in your body, and they try and find the fattest one, and then they get the tube and they splice it into the fattest vein, and that becomes my fill point. So when they hook up the machine, they'll hook it up to that.
Nice.
But the good thing is uh, that once I get it in my vein and it heals, it'll take from 6 months to a year to heal. Then I can be normal. I don't have to be so careful because this one on my shoulder, it has an open hole. It goes right to my heart.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I got to be very careful. Uh, but once they have the surgery and they put it in my arm, so maybe next year I don't have to be so careful about dirt and
Right,
stuff.
right.
You know, yeah, and I can take showers. I mean, for me to take a shower, major, it's a major undertaking
Hmm.
because I got to make sure it doesn't get wet.
Right, right.
And since it's so close to my head, it's hard. So anyway, that's what it's doing. So anyway, thanks for asking, everybody. I'm
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
great.
All right, the ball. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Talk about self-control. I finally cracked that box that I've been holding on to since 2016.
Ooh,
So I cracked my Eldritch Moon box. We hit our 500 goal of 500. So now we're cracking that open. Going to be giving some of those away as giveaways, and some of it will be we'll define the contest a little bit later on and stuff. But some of those are going out to some supporters, and going to be hunting for some Emmercool. That's what we're looking for.
yeah,
Oh,
Congratulations to your 500.
yeah.
What's that?
congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, how do you resist?
Congratulations.
How do you resist the temptation?
That was hard, but that box represented a change in my fundamental thinking about magic, and I realized at that point, like, I needed to stop cracking every box that I opened. So that was like the first box that I bought and just set aside. And those of you that know or whatever and stuff, that this past year I've kind of opened up all the sealed product that I've had for various reasons. But that one was always the special one that was when I first stopped being a consumer, just buying every Magic product and tearing it open and tearing into it and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So that
Oh,
was
wow.
a special thing. So I kept it now, but now's the time to open it and share it. So
Woo-woo. Share it to the
Woo.
world.
yes,
You know, you want to be Emrakul. You want to transform people into hideous monsters and send them loose across Innistrad.
exactly, but in the best way possible.
Right, in the best way possible. You do it because you care.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
dude.
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. It's my Monday. I had a pretty chillax weekend. Did some groceries, cleaned the house, cooked some food. I went a little bit Timmy and got myself a budget tablet on super fire sale from Fred Meyer, which is it's gonna
Ooh.
help me to facilitate things in the channel like read chat and have an additional card scanner, yada yada, share files. So
Sounds
and
awesome.
yeah, and honestly, I kind of wanted a little mobile screen so I can read my Game Informer on the go.
Oh, that's how
Cool.
people do it.
Right. Yeah. It's almost the size of a Nook. You know what I'm saying? It's funny how crazy or how fast technology advances. We used to think Blackberries and Nooks were the hottest thing, and now BlackBerry doesn't exist.
You know what's funny? The other day, the wife and I were cleaning our closet, and we had a bag of old wires. We found not one but two BlackBerry phone chargers.
Oh,
in the
wow.
bag
wow.
of wires.
Wow.
Well, I heard on the news they're bringing the BlackBerry back.
It might be. I wonder if they're gonna bring back the QWERTY keyboard.
Yeah. I don't know in what form they're going to bring it back. Because I know I never liked the BlackBerry when it came out, so I never got interested in it.
I love
BlackBerry
it.
dropping the new lineup of the Black Member Berries.
Member alls. Moving full.
Yeah,
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I just got back. Had to check the mail for my grandma.
Look at you. All right.
Yep.
So that was a good 13-minute introduction to the show. Want to see how everybody's doing because everybody deserves a little attention. And thinking of attention, Hillbilly, what time of day is it?
Would that be no, it ain't deck of the day. It says
Card of the day.
Ooh. So I was looking through the past and I found this little gem that not many people use, but it's pretty good for the Naya deck for ramp. We got Not Vine Mystic. Costs a red, green, and white. It's a 2/2. It has pay one generic, tap it to add one red, green, and white to your mana pool. Boop, boop. Simple little mana derp, but he's pretty good for a 3-drop. I mean, if this was legendary, Tabal would build a commander deck around it. No,
I
kidding.
might. I'm thinking I don't have enough white in my decks.
Oh,
Otherwise, I would definitely find a place for this guy.
yeah, this guy's pretty chill.
I can't even read the name. It's so small.
Oh, sorry. It's called Not Vine Mystic. KNOTVINEMYSTIC. Because I can spell. No,
You
I'm
can
kidding, I can't
spell good.
That's right.
move your mouse over the picture on the screen. You won't be able to see chat, but there's a square pops up. Click on that square, it'll blow the screen up for you.
Okay. Let's see.
A little white square pop up.
Okay, let me see here.
I
Right
like that old artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Those are
in
some
the
of the
little
best.
right. It's in the bottom right hand corner.
Bottom right-hand corner.
Yep, little white square.
It's like broken up in 4 little pieces. It looks like a
Okay,
square.
I saw that. Where did it go?
It's at the bottom right corner, the very bottom. Anyways,
Okay.
this comes all the way from Shards of Allura block.
Nice.
Yeah, this card is pretty cool. Even the Elves of Naya were the last to acknowledge massive shift of mana in their world. Boom. So they created a lot of it. Because Magic the Gathering, crack is addictive.
Yeah, I can't. I've seen
He
that
says,
thing.
"I'll pass."
All right, let's check. Let's check chat. Let's see chat. James Willis, the real world. James Willis. Oh, you're late. No kidding. You're not late. Brian Fish.
Good morning,
Fish.
James.
Yeah. Fish without an I spells fish. All right. So
Okay.
the older community cards look so sweet. They were sweet. Yeah. And man, I never had crack, but I heard it's a dirty drug. Right. All right.
There
now,
it goes. Okay, yes, I got it now.
Right now, for some pictures of the day, I scoured the internet. This one, this Cookie Doo when he wakes up in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's been sneaking in my bedroom?
Yeah. Yep. Then back away slowly. Here's a picture of me when I was a baby. It's only my fifth cup of coffee.
Yeah. It's pretty damn close.
When someone says good morning to me before 10 a.m., that's how I feel.
That's
like I wake up at 9 and it takes me an hour to fully wake up.
Yeah.
Then the to-do list in the morning.
I love checking things off my to-do list.
Yep.
Coffee.
Yep.
Yes.
Gotta have the coffee. Ooh, coffee! Coffee's so good. Coffee's so fine. Coffee, I wish you were all mine.
Man a monk. All right.
So we're gonna start rolling into the subject of the day because we have a topic of the day. The topic. Hey, Cookie Dude, you're tapping on the.
Oh, sorry.
What we need to do is we need to get you an external microphone to attach to your, because what it is, your microphone is in your laptop, and every time you touch or type in your laptop, we can hear you. That's it.
Oh.
We're not calling you out to say you're a bad person or anything.
Right.
So don't feel bad.
I know it's irritating. You hear shh.
Yeah.
And it interferes with what's going on.
Yeah.
I just got a nervous tap that I have, and
well, yeah, you read too many scary books growing up.
I did. Did a lot of scary things.
There you go.
TCG dude. Yeah. So
we're rolling into the topic of the day. The topic of the day is, as we grow on YouTube, have goals. But I did my own little thing. I wrote a monologue like I normally do. It says, as we grow on YouTube, we have to set goals, have a purpose, and gain a following. We want to be better than we were before, and we want the same, and we want to be blah, blah. We want to be better than we were before, and at the same time, we got to focus on what makes us better by improving on the same kind of things. We got to improve on our thumbnails, our video quality, and work on our creativity. As we work on these things, we can only get better. We can only be focused on what makes us good, stay good, and be good. We have to try and attune with our audience and got to make up our audience as we build up our YouTube personality. In the same as we do with Magic the Gathering, we find our passion in the game. We build upon our skills and we get better. So let's play a game. How can we apply our love of Magic the Gathering into our YouTube live? Let's go. So, as we go around and like we talk about this, right? Like I want to kind of get like hyper focused on how we can apply Magic the Gathering to our YouTube live. And the idea is not to think, oh, Magic cards are like Thoughtseize and YouTube. Thoughtseize, you want to make your opponent discard your hand, so you try to swerve them off. No. You don't want to swerve your opponents off, your friends off, or your viewers off. No, but like, I remember when I first got into Magic the Gathering, You know, and when I got that bitten and smitten by the bite of magic, you know, all I wanted to do was get into magic, play more magic, build more decks. I wanted to best my friends, but I want to show how creative I was with the game. And so a passion grew within me. And within that passion, I got better, had more fun. I got to interact with people. I got to socialize the F&Ms. I got to do all kinds of crazy stuff. Well, in the same way with YouTube, I like that kind of idea how, like, when you get into YouTube, you're all passionate about it. You want to show how creative you can be. You want to show how fun you can be. Like it feels like a to say not MTG3, but like the morning show has been a creative endeavor because every day I'm trying to create something new or create something a little different or I'm stretching my goals. And I'm always looking for pictures that are not exactly the same as the ones I had before, which is kind of tough.
Hint, give me pictures.
Give me pictures. But honestly, you know, the best thing about the show is we get people like TCG Dude, Tibalt's Apprentice, Migaful, Coogie Dude, Hillbilly on, and we all have different ideas and opinions when it comes to things. Or maybe we have different ways of thinking. Think about that. We come from different lives, so we have different processes of thinking. And so you guys help out a lot when you guys are on, and you might not realize how important you are. Yes, I'm saying I use you as tools. But
Wow.
but seriously though, but like, you know, we kind of drive that passion that we had in the game, and we try to take it on to our things. Like every time we create a graphic, every time we create an intro, every time we create a song or whatever, we're always trying to push something different, trying to do something different, trying to hit on those things. But now, I digress because I've taken up a couple minutes more than I expected to. I want you guys to think about what you've done with magic, like you can apply in real life. Now, it doesn't have to be exactly about magic. Like if you work a job that kind of intervenes with the same kind of passions, you can bring that in. Or if you have something else that you want to bring in, you can do that. You can bring that in. Like say you work at an arcade and you're all about making customers happy. That's the skill you can bring into YouTube. You know, let's just say, you know, what can you do? You know, try to please everybody.
I think one of the things is, and it might sound bad, but thinking of the people and the contacts that you make as being resources.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, don't be afraid to use them. I don't mean use in a bad way, but I mean take from them the experiences and the motivation or the inspiration to do more with what you're doing. I'm always about having a wide knowledge base.
Right.
And so, like you said, I think it's very important to interact with other people that are like you, but also very diverse. And I think it's important to glean what you can from those people and use them, whether that be in a real way, like you know, for instance, you made that great graphic for me and stuff. I appreciate that. I got a chance to use that in one of my videos here recently. Plan to continue to use it, but I think if you make yourself available to those people within the community, I've really, of course, I'm in it, so I'm going to say, you know, the magic community is the greatest, but I do feel that there's a lot of people out there that are willing to help, and sometimes that can mean a lot to helping shoulder the load of what's going on as a full-time or even part-time content creator. It can be difficult, so don't be afraid to back off if you need to for yourself, or accept help from friends in the community when you need it.
Real world making a joke. So I don't think taking life to gain more for myself would be okay in real life. Sorry, Vein Ripper. But no, that's good. You know, what is it? F everyone. I'm in this for myself. Dag blanket.
Dag blanket.
Well,
May 1st is Dag Blanket Day.
May 1st.
Yep.
What is it? Well, because like in a world, like you got to be in YouTube for yourself. So like Game of Bob, you're not absolutely wrong there. You know, like I know you're making a joke, but you have to be in YouTube for yourself, right? There has to be a driven passion for yourself, and sometimes you got to be a little vain about it too. Like you got to be a little self. You have to have a little bit of self-conceitedness to yourself. Captain Waffles, hello.
Hey.
Oh, we got a full house today. Holy crap.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to have a little conceitedness to yourself, and you got to have that drive to want to impress yourself along with others. And it sounds weird saying that because I know my show is no way impressive on any scale, other than the fact that we have a great crew of people who come in and we have conversations every day, and that is a feat all in itself. But like at the same time, you know, like as we're doing that, we're trying to please other people, and you have to have a passion to please other people. Like you don't want to be in a situation where you're only in there to please and you're doing everything you can to please, or you might end up on the corner trying to please everybody else. You got to do it with restriction. You got to do it with morals. And I know I kind of slipped in that dirty joke there, but you got to.
Morals?
Yeah.
Who got morals?
Morals. Well, you got to have morals. You got to kind of build yourself a code. And one thing about YouTube is you end up building a YouTube personality. It's a little bit different than your regular personality because YouTube adds a little bit of showmanship into your real life personality.
Oh, Sancty
Yeah.
fixed it.
Yeah.
So you're trying to say you're boring in real life?
Oh, dude. like I come from a family of men who have like boring voices, and I know that.
Yeah.
For dry, red eyes, use clear eyes.
like Daddy-O's up here, he's improved in his talking skills since he's been on the show.
Yeah.
A lot.
My channel is still, you know, I got nothing on my channel. I haven't figured out what I want to do on it. When I started the channel, I had where I wanted to go. I had a thought where I wanted to go. Well, now a couple years later, I changed it, and now I don't know what I want to do with it. So that's why I got no videos. I don't even know what to video. I mean, I don't even have a camera to video with. So
Right.
I got my phone, but you know, what I'm going to do the selfie position. So I don't know. So I just listen to you guys. Something will pop in my head, you know. So
Well, you just got to do what inspires you. If you're not feeling inspired, just don't try to push yourself out there. You know, like toughest thing about you in your position is one of your biggest passions is highly copyrighted and it deals with music.
right.
So that's a learning curve in itself, like how to get around that. There are people who do go around and do music and stuff like that. I don't know that. I don't play around with danger. But like, you know, your greatest passion is music, you know,
Right.
talking about music. Like, you know, you could like the easiest way to get around that is if you just set up a microphone and maybe a camera or have a camera set up where you can sit down and talk about your favorite bands and how they meant to you. Just have story time with Daddy-O's or, you know, Cookie Dude.
Yeah,
You know, you can
I
do that
wouldn't
like
play.
that.
I wouldn't play copyrighted music over the internet because
Right,
that
what I'm
gets you
saying
in
is
big.
you talk about your favorite music.
Yeah,
you know?
you can talk about the groups and the music and
Yeah.
you can do all that. So
Another suggestion that I would have is that perhaps something else that's maybe a personal topic to you, depending on how much you wanted to share. But I believe you said you had to go through dialysis, and maybe making a short video or something like that of things that you found helpful. Maybe there's some music that you like to listen to make that time pass a little bit easier or better. Maybe you could share small snippets of experiences, nothing too personal, but you know what I
Right.
mean? Maybe your experience that you're having, you could share with somebody else and might make it a little bit easier for them. So maybe you could make something along that line that would help people.
That's a good idea. I might
I'm I'm
think
curious.
about that.
Do you do this on your phone? Are you on your phone right now? Is that your phone camera?
No, I have a laptop. I have a
There you
Chromebook.
Okay, well, see, you could just use that camera and film. There's software that will use that camera, and if you want, there's cameras on Amazon that are like $20 that you can get to plug in and just have it set on top of your laptop. I mean, I started off with just using what you're using right now, a camera off the laptop and
right.
the microphone and everything, and then you put your stuff out there and you work your way up. And eventually I bought like a Canon T5i Rebel and shot some of my videos in that. But it's all preference, really. It's what you feel comfortable with and what you feel comfortable to start with.
Okay.
Yeah,
Magic jar.
Magic bar.
Okay.
This
All right.
is what we was talking about the other day,
Yeah.
which is this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's
Not
what I
the
need to
camera,
get.
not the camera, but the arm.
The bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, but you'd have to get you a camera to use it. But yeah, you can. There's different ways to stream. I mean, people they use their phone to stream with.
Right.
They use They use their camera on their laptops, or they go buy a cheap webcam for about $20, like Captain Waffles was talking about.
Well, I have a webcam that I bought 3 or 4 years ago, and I used it on my desktop, but I never used it. I think when I got it, I streamed to super fast, and but I haven't used it a lot because none of my I guess I could do it with you guys, stream, but yeah, I'm still kind of shy of putting myself out there. So, but that's a good topic because a lot of people don't understand dialysis.
Right.
That's a great suggestion.
I'm thinking even with doing that with just your phone, it would have definitely a more personal and intimate feel to it. Like the person is right there sharing the experience with you. And, maybe that could be, it sounds bad to say that's your angle, but I mean, that might be one way that it would be more engaging to people too. They would have more empathy in the fact that they could feel they're right there with you when you're sharing those experiences. I mean, that's just a general thought.
Yeah,
and shorts are a good way. Like if you're using your phone, you can do shorts. You don't have to make a really long video. You just make a 30-second to 50-second clip of whatever. And phones are so advanced now. I actually film some of my box openings with my phone, and it comes out clearer than half the cameras that are out there. So it's not really so much the technology. I think it's more of just finding what you're comfortable with and owning it and using that.
Yeah, I think that's all good advice. But I really think I could do a little snippet. I have to kind of plan it out to make a. So if you do a short on your phone, it has to be less than a minute.
Yes.
No. It can be up to a minute.
Up to a minute.
So I'd talking about dialysis, it's just do a little opening because there's more than one dialysis. There's actually 3 or 4 different ways to do dialysis. Depends on your situation.
Right.
So anyway, yeah, that's a great idea, Talbot's apprentice.
You can also do faceless videos. Like you can do videos where if you're camera shy, like you don't want to be on camera, you can still make a video that doesn't have you in it, and it's just maybe like showing the machines or like different procedures or putting images in and voicing over them. Like there's tons of people out there who make faceless YouTube channels.
That is very true. Mm-hmm. And Tortoise has to refill his coffee, so he's going to blow up to ball.
Oh,
no. Take over for a second.
No pressure. Hey, Let's talk about my beautiful mug with me and all my horror phases and stuff. Anyhow,
Oh yeah,
Your
Awesome.
what phases?
horror
so
phase.
for a long time we were going to. Do I have it there? Okay, so this is me and my brother. No, a three-headed giant. No, for a long time they did H.P. Lovecraft Festival down here in San Pedro that we would get to, and it was all just short films and stuff that were cosmic horror and stuff like that. My wife and I used to go to those, and I've talked about it a few times now. I used to do a horror podcast for about 10 years with my wife, where we just looked at. So actually, this kind of ties into what we're talking about. Um, it's something we were passionate about and that we enjoyed. So we just took that, and this was a little bit before YouTube was as big as is, and but yeah, we did a podcast just on horror movies, and it wasn't anything special. We didn't show the movies or anything, but we talked about what we enjoyed about them, comparing them to other movies that we had seen or ideas that they sparked or what have you and stuff. So really, it's mostly about finding what you're passionate or can talk about easily, those things that inspire you and spark your imagination. Or you can ask things, ask other people's opinions and stuff. I often find that, especially even with magic or whatever, like I know what I think and what I do or whatever. I'm never really as interested in that as I am with how other people think and perceive their decks and how the cards work and stuff like that. So, initially, Tibble's Apprentice was me interviewing other people about their decks. Like we just did one recently with Superfast, where he was able to tell me what he had in his deck that made it uniquely Tortoise for him and stuff. So I want to get more into doing that stuff too. So again, you're going to just kind of cast around for a little bit, and when you find that one idea or that one thing that actually sparks your imagination, that's when you'll find that things will start falling into place for you, and you'll get the help that you need. The universe will provide it when you need it.
Yeah, wow, that's great. That's pretty. You guys are full of great advice. So yeah, so
James.
Hello, nurse.
Nice.
God dang it.
Deck interviews. Yeah. Oh man, you guys are awesome. Sorry, like that. After I made my coffee, I had to use the restroom really quick too, so that's why it took me a little extra longer.
Yeah, go ahead. Just blow me up again. That's fine. I'll take over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show.
yeah,
Balt Show. This is the Balt Show. The
Well, Joe.
Matt
Balt Show.
Jackson.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I wish I could hand over the reins during the show, or like if I have to do something, I could like give you the control to pop up comments and stuff like that. But I can't. I can't. They don't make it that fun. They don't make it that easy.
That should be easy, though, unfortunately.
Right. But so I heard a lot of the conversations was going on. You guys are talking smack on me. I get it. Nothing. But going on though.
All good things.
Right. What are some ways you can motivate yourself to get into YouTube? Like Kookadoo wants to get into YouTube. What's good? What's some good advice to motivate him to get into YouTube? I mean, this is a guy who has every other day pretty much to do nothing, relax, chillax. He gets to open a camera like this. You gotta imagine there's software out there you can get that will let him record, because I think, and I don't want to sound rude, but I think recording would be the best route for Kookadoo instead of going live.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of like how I did and still going to do, but I got to this computer fix first.
Right.
That forge, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is find something that you are passionate about that you want to share with people, because
that.
the more passionate you are about something that you want to share with people, the more authentic you're going to be, and the more it's going to show to others that they're like, wow, this guy's really into this and I like this and I'm into it too. Like, what can I learn from him? And or like, is there a way I can possibly communicate with him and, build this, like, like this community to where we all share the same similar idea, literally like how we are all right here. So I mean, it's really just finding that thing that really drives you to make those videos. To be, motivation is really just bullshit. You have to motivate yourself, which is weird, and so it's kind of like an oxymoron. But finding the thing that drives you, that gives you the passion of like for me, Magic is a huge passion for me. I cannot wait for Saturday to go play Magic. But it's what makes me get up and make videos, because I love talking about it. I love being on different shows that talk about Magic, whether it's negative stuff, positive stuff, neutral stuff. It's what drives me to do YouTube. Now, there's other things that I like to do sprinkled in on the side, but that is the main driving force. Damn it, Tortoise.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. So what I'm really passionate about is passionate about vintage audio, like cassettes and record players and speakers. Like I know record players and records are making a comeback, but it's not like the old stuff. I mean, the new stuff is good looking. The records are really expensive, the new records. And so I'm very passionate about that. Like when I first started YouTube, I thought I'd start a channel and show people how to use a cassette deck, what to look for, how to record, what to set the levels at, and what tapes to use. But I couldn't find I don't have a camera where I can get close to the equipment, and the phone.
There's the phone,
Yeah.
and the thing that I'm holding up here, if I could, there we go, where you can see it. This is just a DAT recorder. It's just a digital audio. So this is something that you can carry around in your pocket. So if you think of things throughout the day, or you're out someplace where you can't necessarily whip a camera out and film or whatever, but you could talk about the equipment that you're looking at and stuff like that. And like Captain Waffles was saying, you could do a faceless channel where you just have this audio and you show pictures of the things you're talking about. So you don't even have to appear on camera.
Oh, okay,
Captain
yeah.
Blog, these wires are looking real hot. Oh!
I'm not like Christian.
Well, with everything, there's always a setup. Just like, for example, back in 2015, I had 2 ruptured brain aneurysms, a seizure, and a stroke while I was working. Well, went to the hospital and stayed in the hospital for 3 weeks. Was in a coma that whole 3 weeks. Came out of the hospital, and about a month after that, I got thinking, brain aneurysms. You don't hear much about brain aneurysms at all. And brain aneurysms is deadly. It can actually kill you.
Yeah.
Well, and I got thinking to myself, what can I do to make people be aware of it? So I took a real short step, created a support group on Facebook, and it blew up. And that's all I did. I started, went baby steps and got it going. And you can take that along with making a video, take it by baby steps.
Cool.
And like I'd like to add on to it with the baby steps is when you, instead of trying to think of everything you could possibly talk about in records, try to find an entryway level to be like, how can I talk about records with someone who doesn't know what a record is? I'm pretty sure a lot of people know what a record is, but start at a point where someone might not know, and start talking about your experiences with it. Do something easy, something that'll let you build up to what you want to do. Say your main goal is to be able to talk about your equipment, because Dad has some pretty fancy vintage equipment. Maybe that's your main goal, is to get off to showing that. You know,
Yeah.
maybe start talking about your experiences with it. Lead up to the kind of equipment that you use to play these records and stuff on, like your reel to reel, which is not a record player, but your
Right.
reel to reel. Something you still like you can build up to a reveal, or this is what I'm most excited about. I know music is your prized passion, and you can
Yeah.
and you can talk about your dialysis in this thing because people come to you for your personality. Like
Yep.
you start talking about music, you're like, well, I like say you like the Wizards and Rainbows. I can't think of the name of the band you really like, but like
Oh,
you
that
talk about what
was Rainbow.
Rainbow. Okay, so you like say Rainbow, who does that song Wizards or whatever it was, and
Right.
you say you listen to that while you're doing dialysis and how it soothes you, relaxes you. People love that kind of stuff. They not only do they like what you love, they love how you like it.
Yep.
And
there's infinite possibilities with what you want to do. I mean, I'm just sitting here thinking about all the things you could do, because you can make beginner stuff for people who have no clue, like Tortoise said. Then you can make stuff that people that have dabbled in it and want to learn more, and they already kind of know, and so you make that type of video. And then you have like the expert videos. You can even go down the route of like people sending you different artists to listen to, and then you kind of break it down and react to it and be like, oh, I really like how the guitar riff in this chorus is, or I don't like how it's doing this because this is really my style. Like you could even do those type of videos. You can do, talking about what's the difference between old vinyl and new vinyl. You can do, what's the difference between the new cassettes versus old cassettes? How do you repair a cassette? How do you clean a cassette? How do you clean a vinyl? Like there's so many things you can do.
Yeah.
You can even just talk about the music, the music that you like.
Yeah.
And talk about the bands and stuff like that.
That's what I know about. Like I know they're like the cassettes. They're bringing back some of the old style cassettes, but they're making them brand new, like the Tascam and the TIAC. The difference between today and 30 years ago is that every manufacturer uses the same heads. Doesn't matter what deck you get the same heads. There's only one company in the world that makes the play heads, and they put them in all the machines. The difference between 30, 40 years ago, each company made its own set of heads. And so they're all different. Nakamichi being, and Tascam and TIAC being the world's best. So
did they force competition out, or was it just because the needs dwindled down or whatever?
I think they made them all the same because there's not that many manufacturers that know how to do that. And Nakamichi was number one in the world, but today they've moved on to different things. I think they're into like sound processors, and they do make a turntable, or people call record player, but it's called turntable. The turntable I use, I bought in 1978, and still works brand new.
Nice.
And I got 3 of them, and they're all direct drive, which is better than belt driven.
That turntable, 46 years old.
Yeah, and it plays just like it's brand new. The only thing you got to change is it's called the head. It actually screws onto the tone arm, and then that's what plays the record. They have a stylus on it, which is the actual needle part, what people call needle. So anyway, I'm babbling on here. But
you're fine.
Yeah, but literally everything you just said, you could probably make like 30 to 50 videos on almost everything you were talking, because half the stuff I don't even know what you were talking about.
Same
you can even break down, like, be like, hey, this is what a stylus is. It's basically a needle. These are the different ones you'll run across. I mean, you can even break it up into a video series too, of like, if what you're going to record is going to be like an hour and a half long, break it up into like 5-10 minute segments. And there's like 10 to 15 videos right there that you could put out, and you can just schedule them, or you can upload them all at the same time, and then somebody can just binge watch. Or like, oh, I want to learn about stylus. There's 15 videos on stylus. I'm just going to binge watch these right now.
Right. Totally wish I was where you were, Dad, because I'd help you get set up and teach you what I can in person with what I can. But 2,000 plus away, like physically show you what program to use and whatnot, because like sometimes it's easier to have someone there, but there's always people on Discord who are willing to help as much as they can. Like Bob offered to help you. I'm always willing to help you on Discord. Well, you got my direct line anyways.
Yeah.
The Hillbilly's willing to help you. The Bot's willing to help you when he can.
For sure.
You know.
Yeah.
So you know.
I didn't even know what a head was.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I can't say really. I've heard these stories over and over again. So, so I'm like, oh, I know what he's talking about. I kind of know what he's talking about. Like, you know, one of the funnest times we did was when I was hanging out with Dad when I was helping him out in California. James Willis remembers when I was in California.
Yeah.
That's when he found my channel. We had all these records that Dad inherited from a passing of his friend, which is a sad story. But he got these records. We were going through these records, and we were looking at records. I got to keep some of these records, but he kept talking about some of the bands, and he'd be like, you know, back in 1978 or whatever the year was, it's like this band went live on tour, and this happened, and this was crazy. And I'm like, he really has a passion for music.
Yeah,
That's a good video right there itself.
Right.
Yep.
The craziest thing I saw was in '77. They had a concert series called Day on the Green, which the Oakland Coliseum is where the A's play, and it used to be the Raiders, the Oakland Raiders. Day on the Green, I went. It was Judas Priest, Rick Derringer, and Led Zeppelin. And Judas Priest was brand new.
A hell of a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Judas Priest was the first one that came on, and they dressed a lot different than they do today. They were dressed in like wizard suits, and they had long hair and long jackets, and they played really heavy metal. Then Rick Derringer came on, and he was okay, but if you ever heard Rick Derringer's album, he has Hoochie Coo. That's the only song I remember. The rest of his album sucks. And then Led Zeppelin came on, and that's the year that John Bonham beat up a security guard, and they were under his arrest. So they were an hour and a half late coming on stage, and when they played, they were all smashed and stoned. So it was really awful. And so they closed the concert. They closed the concert, and then I left. And then after I left, I heard the next day that they let them come back on, and they played for 3 hours, and they played really great music. But I missed it because they kicked us all out. And after that concert, Led Zeppelin was rushed out, and they went back to England. And Led Zeppelin was one of the biggest bands in the world, and they still are. I don't think they're as big as what's her name is. Richie, could you
Taylor Swift?
People? Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're as big as Taylor Swift. I mean, back in the day, but they were the biggest band in the world. Could you teach people about Richie Blackmore for Rainbow? Was earlier. Richie Blackmore. Yeah, he's the lead guitarist for Deep Purple. He was excellent. But he has an attitude, Richie Blackmore. He still plays. He has his own band. I remember one of the last shows he played was in England. He came on to play, played his set, and when the thing was over, he just took off. You know, they couldn't do an encore because after his set, he took off. But he's like Jimmy Page. They're just they're just magical when it comes to guitar. There's a lot of great guitar players, but Richie Blackmore and anyway, I can make a video about that, I guess.
You're knowledgeable about it. You love talking about it. You know,
Richie's a total doucher. Got it.
But I want to get into magic. I mean, I'm sure I'd be real passionate about it once I got into it.
Right.
You know, but it's take baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps for sure.
It's definitely a baby step for magic. You got to learn how to play the game and learn all the combos you can do and all that.
Well, you got to learn how to play the game.
Yeah,
you got to get a feeling for the game.
Yeah,
you have to get a drive for the game. You know.
Yeah, I bet it'd be. Yeah, I bet it'd be.
Magic be a secondary hobby. Magic doesn't have to enthrall all of you. It doesn't have to compass all of you.
Every time y'all are saying baby steps, I can't help but think about what about Bob and Bill Murray.
We tried the chair. He's like, I get it now.
And I get it. Yeah, that was a great movie.
Yes.
Right.
What about Bob?
What about Bob?
Bill Murray and Billy Crystal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Billy Crystal. It was
James was not James Caan. Who am I thinking?
I'll look
Dreyfuss. Wasn't it Richard Dreyfuss?
Richard, yeah. It was Richard Dreyfuss. Yeah.
Mugen fooled a stagehand over here. Quick, look it up.
Yeah, it's Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal. No, I don't remember Billy Crystal being in.
What about Bob? I think, like I said, it's.
Yeah, he's the psychiatrist.
Oh no, Richard Dreyfuss. Okay.
Yeah.
Dreyfuss.
Yeah,
he looks kind of like Billy Crystal. Never mind.
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, Billy Dreyfuss. Dreyfuss played in Patch Adams, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. So.
Are you gonna do any closing segments here, like Deck of the Day, or?
Well, looking at the time, it's time to just chill things out and relax and close out. No time for Deck of the Day. Like Deck of the Day comes when we pretty much covered a subject and have like 20 minutes to kill. But no, we got 2 minutes to kill. All right. So, everybody, I want to thank you all for showing up, being amazing, being awesome, being cool, having a good conversation, topical thing going on. Building up Dad and his confidence is a good thing. Look good as hell, Billy. Be as smart as the ball. Be as charming as Captain Waffles, and be as cool as TCG dude. And Megan Fool always in the backup line, pushing us forward. Yeah. I want to thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys, everybody. Thank you everybody in chat for being awesome and being amazing. I want to thank you all for showing up and being cool. And as much as I want to thank you for everything, I want you to remember before we close out, if I can find it, is 420 Captain Waffles is having a pull game, $5 pull game. Every 5 pulls extra is a spot on the prize wheel. Grand prize is I keep wanting to say Oath or something, but it's Outlaws of Thunder Junction play booster box. There's more stuff and giveaways going on throughout the time. There's ways to find them. Check it out. Also, remember Hillbilly's giving a giveaway at the end of the day. I normally let people do. Well, why not? We let you chill out your channel.
All right, I just posted a link into the channel to a video that you have to go to, leave a comment. It'll be for a commander deck and also be 3 winners for this box.
3 winners. What, they don't get the whole box?
No, I'm splitting it up between 3 people. That way it'll be more winners instead of just 1 winner.
Yeah, but you know, people like me want it all.
It's definitely helpful.
Hey, how's it going? I'm gonna say follow me on Instagram and YouTube. Instagram is a more immediate way to keep track of what's going on a day-to-day basis. But you can find me here and there, and stay tuned. We're going to be doing some more pack openings today on Instagram, and we'll be talking a little bit more about the stuff that's coming up here pretty soon. So I'll just leave it at that. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, and Captain Waffles.
Like it's already been advertised, pool game. We have sold over 60 pools already, which is way higher than I expected, to be honest. So thank you all for that. And then there are links on my channel to Patreon and Discord. Join those, have fun. There's free memberships too. And then, yeah, there's some Patreon giveaways coming. If you want to win a full box of Magic, you play the pool game. Just yeah, that's about it. We're getting close. We're at 142. When we get to 250, giving away a free Sheldred. So, yep.
Nice.
Wow, nice.
And later on tonight at 8 p.m., I am playing more Spider-Man to get my butt kicked and going crazy because I suck games, but I try for you. Even though I get comments a lot, like he looks constipated because I'm like so focused. I'm like, but it's really fun watching while playing games and watching chat when possible. But that's pretty much my show today. So everybody here, make sure you like and subscribe their videos, subscribe to their channel, hit that bell for notifications so you know when we do awesome videos. Today is Friday, so have an epic Friday. Be awesome today. Do something for you. Do something for you. And today, I'm going to give someone a call, and that person is in chat right now. But until I don't have your phone number. Until next time, my friends, listen to Lord Megatron.
Shockwave! What is your command, Megatron?
Subscribe for Magic the Gathering and other content for evil fun.
Fear not, Megatron. Cybertron shall remain as you